Are you ready for Knockout Series April edition? The monthly in Perth that is about to happen today. Because I am definitely keen and excited for it. Just a little monthly today on Sunday. Rambat or Knockout Series is what's usually referred to. Pretty keen for today's tournament. I ended up doing a pretty decent job on Wednesday this week, but I'm not going to let that bolster my confidence or bolster my ego too much for today's tournament. I'm just going to see how it goes, see how we feel. At the moment, I'm actually thinking about a new concept, which is interesting because I think I seem to just change what I'm thinking about week to week. Like, there's this general idea I have, and I just let it sit. I just sit on it for a week and make it my own, see how it applies to me, that sort of thing, I guess. So, let me just change lanes. The idea I have, I guess, going into this tournament is decision making. So I'll leave a link in the description for the video, I guess, that kickstarted this idea in my head. I think it's kind of memed upon when it comes to mind, heart, and body. Actually don't think people have really sat with it and understood what it means. So just to give a general overview of the video, the sort of ideas it postulates, I guess, for competition and playing in the moment is you have sort of like three spheres of I don't know if influence is the right word. You have sort of like three, like pillars, I guess, of playing. So there's the analyst, which is your mind. It takes in information, tries to change up your routine, thinks what you should be doing in certain situations, like general themes. But it doesn't do things. It tells the doer to do things. So that's sort of like the heart. The heart is perceived as the doer, the execution, the feel for the game, like a feeling of when to make the decisions, when to make those hard reads, when to trust yourself. And then the final one is instincts, or which is kind of like when you're going into the game, what is your instinctual game plan, I guess, versus that character, versus that player. What are your instincts around yourself? Instincts are like for specific situations. So, like, with all the experience you've had playing the game, it sort of bolsters your instincts, and you know instinctually what to do in certain situations. So if they're full hop drifting towards you, maybe you're like, okay, now I'm going to dash out, dash back in, or maybe you think to shield, whatever. That's like your instincts. You just know what to do, I guess, in those situations. I've definitely noticed this sort of theory, I guess, for competitive playing. I think the thing I was lacking the most on is actually the doing part. I think I was stuck in a little bit of analysis paralysis too much, and I wasn't really acting or trusting myself and just doing things with feel, just sending it, not just trying to react all the time. Like react and then with punish. Like sometimes it's good to just trust yourself and go for things you know are going to give you success, high reward if they hit, that sort of thing. But the analyst is there to make sure you're not just going crazy and mashing. So there's a sort of balance going on between like your mind and your heart, I guess. Do you trust yourself to do this in this situation? Does it feel right? Does it feel like all the information you've crewed up, this is the time, boom. That's something I guess I'm thinking about today, just sort of working on my just doing. I think I am actually a kind of a feel-based player. more so than an analyst. I sort of do things by feel, game flow as I'm playing the game, but what I guess I'm lacking in that aspect in particular is just doing it. Like, just trusting myself and pulling stuff off, not just trying to react all the time. So that's sort of an interesting idea, and I've just sort of let it sit in my mind while I've been playing, and yeah, I think it's kind of cool to explore. You don't want to go too much into this rabbit hole of like, okay, so my mind does this, and my heart does this, and my body now does this, and then what's going to happen is, no, it's just more so like an interesting facet for me to explore, and that's all it is, just something interesting, something intriguing, something I just like having my mind sit upon and explore while I'm playing. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for what I'm thinking about going to the tournament. So let's just see how I went after the fact. Catch you after.
Okay, so we're going to review winners round 1 against Jafar. He usually plays Luigi, and that's who he's playing today. So let's just get into it. And I think the first thing I want to discuss is burst range when it comes to Luigi. So now that let's say we're here. So kind of a new thing I guess I've realized when it comes to playing around burst ranges, sort of knowing the bubbles of threat that Luigi has. And when it comes to Luigi, I think it sort of looks like, well, maybe a bit more like this, but let me redraw that. So maybe something like, that's too much. Hold on, something like this. So Luigi doesn't have the greatest drift in the game, so he can't really threaten this like 45 ish angle here, because when he jumps up he can't really come forward. Obviously he might fair or up air or something like that, but he can't really get there from the ground at least. So I guess my job in Wario is to sort of drift in the air around this spot, sort of threaten him here, see how he reacts, and try start my jump so that I'm in this position. A really good position for Wario to be in, because let's say he goes for grab or dash attack or something like that. I can just whiff punish him outright. If he tries to meet me in the air, that's good. I can drift back or land and then try catch him while he's in the air, which is a really good spot for Wario. If he tries to come forward to sort of meet me, under, I can just drift back, not feel too threatened by this drift in, like this dash in or walk in. I can sort of catch his movement as well, maybe, that I can just sort of reposition a little bit, then come back down. So I could like land on him with chomp. And when I do like my falling aerials to sort of start things from this position, once I do a falling aerial, sort of close to the ground, semi-safe, immediately I'm going to try roll, spot dodge, but mainly jump. I just want to get back to this position here. So that's sort of my view of I guess the burst ranges. Obviously Wario wants to get Luigi off stage or in the corner where he's more favoured. Easier said than done though, and don't get hit by the 0 to deaths, obviously. So yeah, without further ado, I guess, let's just get into the game. So I'm sort of just like weaving in and out of this this threat range. I did get a strong fair, but it wasn't close enough to the ground to combo into grab or nair. Taking the semi-slow, spawning the bike, because I feel in this matchup is going to be slow. That's a useful tool to be at range. I jump here. Tried to trump, but didn't get anything. Okay, he just gets a back air. Come back to stage. Game where we keep trumping each other but not getting anything off it. Let's see if I up the quality here. Let's see. Okay, we're gaming. Yeah, I'm just hovering around that area, just staying in that zone. I've built up a decent lead so far. Just had to wait a bit there. Cyber's got a lot of end lag, just came in a bit too early. Back throw. And so far, I'm in a pretty good position. Just lost my stock. Things are looking pretty even at the moment, but that's not too bad for me. Yeah, trying to get landing up air there, but just mistimed. I'm just hovering around, being a little nuisance. Ooh, yeah. So SCI out of that one. That was almost really scary from Jafar. Jeez, what's going on? Alright. So I've got the waft. Kind of awkward spot right now where could use it second stock, just to close things out, get things going, but I'd rather use it for the third stock, I think. Jafar's done a good job of evening up. A couple of good trades have gone in his favour. I haven't really gotten much off the few hits I've gotten. Ooh, nice. Just doing the up B end at angle there to recover. Yeah, nothing really going my way at the moment. I think at first Jafar was kind of getting caught in the air, getting caught by my jumps, but now he's done a good job at just like repositioning just under me. Done a good job being evasive, I guess, in terms of my jumps. Yeah, not looking like a good spot when I'm down in stocks like this. Oh, this could be bad. But I managed to SDI in this time, try to change it up. Nice parry. Not quite able to kill right now. Yeah, not looking. Obviously, if that hit, that would have been good for him. And my internet is going to shit. Okay. Oh god. Let me pause. I'll be back in a second. Okay, let it load a little bit. Hopefully it's all good now. Visual maintenance not as bad. Yeah, managed to get a little bit of a reversal there. Yeah, I think I got too hungry to use the waft there, so let's just go back a little bit. The spot I was using it in. So I think once I clipped Jafar the second time, I actually thought I made him burn his jump. So let's see. Yeah. Yeah, so I guess in this spot where I was at, I thought Jafar was basically checkmated, like he had to up B from the position he was at. But Jafar, the sneaky bugger, kept a hold of his jump. So when I hit him here and then like reset things, he still had it. So he was just able to double jump, then come back up. Obviously not a great position, I think, to try burn the waft, to try clash with Luigi's up B. Obviously the super armor would work, but trying to time things is just too hard. I think it's just better in this position to sort of do a dare double jump, come back onto stage, keep my advantage. Dare can semi-spike Luigi as well. Just have like a really awkward trade, so that can go in my favor. And I think it's just better to use waft in a different spot. For example, if Luigi's side being, I can just time it to super armor and clash with it, or cyclone, or just try to find it a different way. I don't think trying to use it on the up B here was optimal, even if in my mind I thought it was a checkmate.
Oh no!
Yeah, sort of burning my win con. Yeah, not great, but still playing the game, so just reset. I was going for a dash grab there, but just didn't get the dash out after the fair. And I ended up getting a landing up air, which if I had the waft, would have connected. A little unfortunate.
With no win condition anymore. This could be.
And yeah, Jafar up smashes there to close out. Bit of an unfortunate loss. I was pretty happy with how I was playing though, and how I sort of learned how to play the burst range with Luigi. Like actually how to play the game, get some openings, and I was doing a good job pushing my advantage for the most part. But I think I could have done a little bit more off stage. Didn't really have a lot of good opportunities though to edge guard, but just corner pressuring a bit better, and could use bike maybe off stage, and yeah, just not burning waft in that position. So yeah.
All right, so just finished the event, heading home now, and yeah, got nothing really to complain about. Felt like I got a lot of success today with that concept of decision making, which I was telling you about in the car talk to the venue. So my first opponent was Jafar. He plays Luigi. A bit of a tricky matchup for Wario, to say the least. Gluto, historically not having a lot of success with it right now as well. Lost to Kiriash this morning at Level Up Expo. But anyway, I thought I was playing that match pretty good actually. I was really picking my spots well, just going for it as well, like picking it, going for it. What felt right, and yeah, adjusting as well based off information. This constant flow, felt great. So that match was streamed. Probably going to VOD review those, and yeah, ended up losing 0-2, but pretty good games. I think the first game I expended the waft trying to catch his up B, but it's just not worth it. Excuse me. But it's just not worth it, honestly. Better to just pick a better spot, basically, like Cyclone, Punish, or anything of that nature, I guess. Or just picking a better spot to use it, rather than trying to bank it on that up B hit. I think in game 2, I ended up hitting a pretty nice half waft, just landed next to him, saw he wasn't doing anything, boom, ripped the half waft. That was nice. But yeah, after losing to Jafar, I ended up versing Blondish Opossum's Bowser, beat him 2-0, and that put me into top 16 qualifier, which is best of 5 from then on. But I versed Moodog or Ryan, who plays Wii Fit Trainer. I'm not the most experienced with Wii Fit Trainer. I was getting a little bit matchup checked, but overall I was aware that they're kind of slow. Their burst range isn't huge. Their aerials, like Fair for example, just goes over me. So because of that, I was sort of just doing this weaving in and out of the burst range, picking good spots. And yeah, I had a pretty crazy game 2 comeback, so we take those. But yeah, just wasn't really dealing with the medicine bowl that well, and yeah, just struggling with that in particular. I was really happy with my 2 frames though. I was hitting a lot of 2 frames, timings and stuff, so I think that was good. They ended up going high instead, game 3, to combat that, so it was kind of forcing them to go high. So yeah, I lost 1-2, and yeah, just got out basically just like that. 1-2 to Moodog, 1-2 overall set wise. End up getting 17th out of 33 or something like that. But yeah, I'm not too dissatisfied with the result today, because it felt like I was playing the way I wanted, playing around the things I wanted to work on and I wanted to improve on and understand. And I feel like I'm really capitalizing now when it comes to decision making, just ripping it, knowing when to rip it, do it, knowing when I'm mashing, and adjusting, but overall committing to things, not just trying to wait and react and let the opponent make a mistake. So yeah, found a lot of success with today, and yeah, keen to see how it goes when I keep playing this way. So yeah, I don't really have a lot more to say, to be honest. Yeah, probably upload this Friday. Stick to that Friday afternoon, evening upload schedule. And yeah, thanks for watching. Catch you next time. See ya.